Hello and welcome to ATI 4448. The course project is a major component of both Senior Design 1 and Senior Design 2. So whatever project you choose in Senior Design 1, you'll take it with you to Senior Design 2 and you will be working with the same team, which means that project will extend over the period of 2 semesters, the same project over 2 semesters. To make it easy for students to handle project activities, the project has been divided into 3 project assignments for Senior Design 1 and 3 project assignments for Senior Design 2. The first semester, you will select an idea and start looking at the activities that is needed to accomplish that will be needed to accomplish the project or to create the product or the prototype. You are required to build a prototype. You will be required in this course to build a physical prototype, whether using 3D printing or using the material that you have in the garage or any material. You are required to build something physical for your product. And again, if you have any questions before you start the project, just ask me and I will be more than glad to assist you with that. So the course project is a group project, and that will provide hands-on experience working with in a team and like building a physical tangible product prototype for a product that can be used by other people or by end user. Once your team is formed, a discussion area will be created for each team to file sharing and meeting. I will create that in Microsoft Teams, so you will have like a room in Microsoft Teams where you can share information, you can share the folders, or you can meet on a weekly basis to make sure that you are getting all the updates, all the things needed or accomplished for that project. At that point, you need to start communicating with your group as soon as possible. Once your group is being created, start communicating with your group. You assign a leader. The leader will coordinate all the activities, will coordinate communication, schedule meetings, and supervise project execution. But you have to make sure that the team is working together and communicating with each other. The team will have a choice to select an idea from the list of suggested ideas. I have list for you just to assist you in selecting a project, or if there is a faculty, one of the faculty who will be interested in giving you an idea, that's fine with me. You can work with them, or you can work on your own idea if it's feasible and can be done within 2 semesters period. As stated before, the course project will be divided into 3 separate assignments for Senior Design 1 and 3 for Senior Design 2, each of which will address certain requirements. The first assignment will be to identify the activities and make sure that I understand what are the requirements of the project, what are the needs. The second project activity will be to create the work breakdown structure, the schedule, the initial cost, find the resources required to build the prototype, and after that we should build the prototype. The third assignment will be to finalize the prototype and create like communication plan, create more of project management, quality, reliability, maintenance, design plan, all these plans to ensure that the product will be delivered by the end of the semester. And then you have to present at the end of the semester. Once it comes to the second semester, now you have the prototype, you need to start testing the prototype to make sure that it functions as you claimed. Once we do the testing, that's the first assignment. We can identify the final components or the bill of materials, and then we can identify the suppliers that will be providing us with those materials. After that, at the end, you will start developing the product documentation that will be used to be shipped with the product, or as like user manual or marketing material or a brochure or anything that will be used for the product. Um, so you will work as a team to develop project reports and create the required physical product, but every member in the team should submit his or her own copy of the group report. Um, uh, Points will be subtracted if you fail to submit your own copy, and we stated that before. The group assignment should be in Microsoft Word or PDF. If you are working with a software, if you are creating a network diagram, if you are creating a Gantt chart, if you are creating a schedule for the project, if you have a list of activities, all that should be copied from the software that you are using into Microsoft Word, and you submit only one report. You submit only one report. And again, don't forget the naming format that we asked for. So it has a certain naming format, which is the project assignment number, underscore the course number, underscore your last name. And points will be deducted if you don't use the proper naming. Um, Very important to use or submit your report with the proper grammar, proper spelling or correct spelling. Um, uh, you need to write it in a professional way. You need to follow the requirements, make sure of the accuracy, and you are three people in the group, so you have to have someone to review all the material before it's been submitted and then submit. If you need help, then we have the College Writing Center who can assist you, or which can assist you in writing the group report. This course uses all the knowledge gained from other engineering and general courses. It will utilize the team members' skills to communicate, collaborate, and generate a new product. You need to research, develop, design, and create a prototype. You can select a faculty advisor to assist you in the design and development process. You need to search the internet for similar ideas or similar products. You need to find alternative solutions, research the different material that can be used to build your product, and design your product according to customer requirements. And of course, later on, we need to adhere to federal or state or any other laws. If it should be adhered to FDA, then we have to adhere to FDA. If it needs to adhere to FCC, then it has to adhere to FCC. We'll look at those rules, regulations, policies, and develop the product accordingly. Part of your teamwork is to compare the specifications and functions of existing product with the specifications and functions of your product. You know, when you go to Amazon and you select two similar products and say compare, and they will give you the specifications, technical specification. This one has the size of 2, this one size of 3, this one is speed of 24, this one is speed of 26, and you start comparing the two products, and you say, based on the physical specifications or based on the functions, I will choose this product. This is what I would like to see when you create your product. I would like to see the list of functions that your product can do that other products cannot do, and you can compare. You can create a matrix to compare the different products with each other. You need to identify activities required to build one unit, measure the duration of each activity, identify the resources needed to build one unit, and then identify the costs associated of building that unit. For example, if one of the activities is to cut a drywall or cut plywood, how long would it take to cut the plywood? This is the activity, cutting the plywood. So cutting the plywood will take about like 10 minutes. We need somebody who is like medium skilled or low skilled in cutting wood, and we can give them $10 an hour. So it will take about 15 minutes, that's quarter of an hour, and they are charging $10 an hour, so that will be $2.50 to cut the wood. That activity will take $2.50, and by doing this we calculated using one resource, 15 minutes of time, $2.50 to cut, and this is how we calculate the cost of that activity. So you need to think, how can I break down those activities based on the skills, assign those skills to these resource, to these activities, and what will be the cost of doing that. The course lectures will assist in understanding the process of product design and development. I'm not assuming that you are already here and know how to develop a product out of scratch or nothing. Now, I'm assuming that you need some information. So I have lectures to assist you in the design and development. And first, I will introduce for you project management and what is project management, why are we using it, and then the second lecture will be about product design and development. So I am giving you the information about how to design, how to develop that product. In addition, the lectures, there are other lectures that will assist you in identifying the scope of the project and learning the process planning to build the actual product. The planning will include creating the schedule and the sequence of activities required to design, develop, and test the prototype. We will have a faculty advisor, and the faculty advisor will assist in the process of creating the plan, executing the plan, and monitoring the progress of creating the prototype. So you can meet with the faculty advisor frequently to make sure that yes, we are going according to plan, we are executing the plan correctly, no problems, and if there are other problems or any problems, any uncertainties, then we can avoid them before it happens. The faculty advisor will tell you exactly what to do before you do it. You can use drafting and design software to develop the prototype. So if you know how to use AutoCAD, the college has AutoCAD and SolidWorks, and you can download Inventor for Education on your machine for free, and you can develop or design a prototype or drawings for the product. I will assist you to plan the execution of the idea by identifying the activities needed to finish such a project. So if you need me, you just come to me and say, okay, what do I need to do next? What do I have to do now? And then I will guide you through that. If you can develop the design using AutoCAD or SolidWorks, you can save it or change it into STL format, and once you change it into STL format, you can send it to me, and I will send it to the printer to print it using the college printers or resources. We can print in APS or we can print in PLA plastic, and we can use a stereolithography machine to print SLS print out or printing. The prototype will be tested in the second semester. So whatever you have, whatever you created, will be tested in the second semester of serial design, and it will be adjusted based on the results and feedbacks. Once you present at the end of the semester, once you present your prototype, you will hear from the faculty, the committee of faculty who will be attending your presentation. They will give you a feedback on what needs to be adjusted. I will give you a feedback, and based on the feedback, you can make the changes to your product to make sure that it's finalized. And once you finalize it, you start testing the prototype at the beginning of the second semester. The developed prototype will be presented by the end of the first semester. You have to develop a physical product, a prototype, and it has to be presented at the end of the first semester. By December, you should present that. So you should be done with the prototype by November. So if there are any adjustments, any changes that you need, any measures to be changed, then you can do it in November. And comes December, you're ready to present your product. In this slide, you can see some of the examples for prototypes that were created using the 3D printer or using off-the-shelf items. You can either buy off-the-shelf item, put it together and create your prototype, or you can print it on one of our printers. The product prototype should be functional and aesthetic, so it should look good. At the same time, it should function as intended. You have the choice of building the prototype through the printer, or you can use any components that you have in the garage or in any place, junkyard, to prove the concept of your product. The best about 3D printing that you can adjust the dimensions and reprint as needed. So if you print it with the 3D printer, the plastic one, then you can reprint it again and again until you get the final product. So that's what's good about 3D printing. In the second semester, a final prototype should be built based on the feedback from the first semester and based on the testing results of the initial prototype. Once the prototype finalized, the product components will be identified and suppliers of those components will be selected. And again, this is the second semester. In each step, you can ask for help. You will be guided to the proper available resources or the proper solution. To organize your project and manage it, you will be using project management tools such as Microsoft Project and Microsoft Visio. Both software packages are offered by the college for free. So you can utilize that and you can download them and install them on your machine. All what you need to do is to just send an email to Michel Belfort to add you to Microsoft Cloud, and once you are added to the cloud, you can just download the software and install it on your machine for free. In addition, you can use any internet available software or packages for free. If there is something that you would like to use online, be my guest. I don't mind. The most important thing for me is to learn something new and to implement that in the project, and at the end to have the prototype ready for us. The team work requires lots of communications through the semester. So you need to communicate with the team. You need to describe your situation. If you have work or school schedule, you need to share that with your teammates and tell them that this is my schedule. Those are the times that I can be connected with you. You can remember with virtual capabilities now with Microsoft Teams, you can meet at 7, 8, 9 p.m. You can meet Saturdays, Sundays, it doesn't matter, but you will have the ability to meet. So make sure to stay in touch and connected with your team. Participate in the project, work with the assignments, and assist in the submission process. So just make sure that you are there for your team and you are working with the team. Each member of the team will be evaluating other team members. The peer evaluation will affect your final grade. It has a high percentage of the grade, of the total grade, or a high percentage will be used on that peer evaluation. So make sure to participate in the team project and make sure to communicate with your team. Remember that your team will move with you to senior design 2. They will stay with you in the second semester, in the spring semester. So you are stuck with that team. Make sure to work with that team. You will not be able to take the final exam until you finish the peer evaluation activity. So that will be all for this session. If you have any questions, please let me know and have a great day. The guidelines are posted online. The project guidelines are posted online. It will show you exactly what will be required. But again, if you have any questions, stay in touch with me, communicate with me over the semester, and I will help you during each step of the project or of the product design and development. Have a great day.